This is near the area where I was going to do some rappelling and install a plaque dedicated to the miners who died over the years 1895 to 1966. But if you can have a look ahead there, you can see that what I wasn't figuring on is that the area is quite unstable. There's lots of rock fall, and in fact, one whole section of the cliff ended up falling down just a few months before I was going to embark on my project. Okay, looking for the easiest way down. Oh yeah, that's nice. Here comes a good one. Woo! You can see how the waves undercut the rock, the softer rock, and then the heavier rock that's farther up gets too heavy, and then down she comes. Okay. Hey, let's go take a walk through the pasture, I guess. They've done a little grading here, I guess, after the last collapse. They decided, I think, to try to make things just a little bit safer for tourists. And I guess that's okay. I like it when it's left natural, but you know, if it helps a little bit and it's not too crazy, you know, with signs that say keep out, do not enter, and so on and so forth, then I guess I got no problem with it. Okay. Originally, there was no pass-through to a beach on the other side that you couldn't otherwise get to. But it was a more forgiving beach for boats, little dories coming in to land their catch. And after the whole mine industry collapsed in 1966, a fellow named Reed managed to get some dynamite from the Dosco Mine Company, and he dynamited a hole right through the side of that outcropping to the other side so that it was easier to land their catch, bring it to this side and get it up the cliff. Otherwise it would have been too difficult to try and go straight up over the top. That's the story that I understand anyway. So you can see the kind of rock, mind the noise, you see the kind of rock, the softer stuff that was undercut by wave action over the years, and then the heavier rock on top would overhang, and eventually the weight of it, cracks would develop in the top, and then eventually the whole thing would come crashing down. Pretty much everything around here is like that, which is one of the reasons why I decided not to do any cliff climbing or rappelling, which was of course my previous plan. Okay, we're getting ready now to go through the pass-through. You got to admire the ingenuity of people who decided to do this. The Reed family, I guess. You know, where there's a will, there's a way. I can see the overhead timbers have got a little bit of a crack to them. Eventually, sooner or later, everything's going to come down. It might be a very long time yet, but you can see that the weight of everything above, you can actually see the curvature of everything above. That's the weight bearing down on these timbers. It's not going to stop me from going through, of course. Okay, here we are, we're inside. Walking through. You wouldn't want this thing to come down on you. It'd be very inconvenient. Have a look at that up overhead. Can you see that? Right there. Yeah. You can see how this stuff could come down, eh? Anyhow. This is the sort of thing that the miners had to deal with the whole while that they were underground. There were people who did come along, some workers were face cleaners, so they'd come along and they'd scrape off some of the stuff. Like that. But did they ever get all of it? Not always, because I'm not sure I'm going. Because sometimes there would be a collapse. Hopefully I've aimed this properly so you can see what the hell's going on. Okay. Oh, there's some more timber showing up now. I guess they figured that it was mostly stable. But yeah, you can see that there are some cracks developing. And sooner or later, like everything else here, she'll come down. Sides are stable. The roof, not quite so much. Okay. This is fabulous. I love this. Oh, there's some moisture. You can't stop it. Okay. Anyway, gotta pay attention now. Flashlight off. Nice. Oh look, people have done some I forget what they're called, little reminders that they were here. Yeah, you can see that there's some sand here. This would have been a lot more forgiving to dories coming in with their catch. But unless that pass-through was there, look how difficult it would have been to try and get their catch up to the top. Eh? What a great little spot. Look at the difference in the rock structure. You can see the slate-like rock. Slate-like rock. Say that 5 times. And the different layers of sediment that would have been at one time way the hell down deep under the ocean until this all got pushed up.